Role of space technology and ISRO in rural development. Rural life in India is essentially agricultural and highly dependent on crop farming, animal keeping, small-scale plantation, and related activities. As a concept, rural development connotes a comprehensive and multi-dimensional concept. Space technology and the apex institution of Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, is playing a significant role in the integrated rural development and consequently the overall development of the country as a whole. In this essay, we will explore various aspects of ISRO in the rural development of the country. The development of agriculture and allied activities, village and cottage industries, socio-economic infrastructure, community services and facilities. These are all human resources in the rural areas. Rural India is poor with more than 700 million who live in the rural areas and in the far-flung areas that do not yet have basic services such as electricity, sanitation, water, and much less knowledge on the enhancing technologies such as the telecommunication services. Space technology is a very powerful enabler and it provides a variety of vital inputs for the holistic and rapid development of rural areas and villages in specific. India has been among the world's leaders in the developing end-to-end capability of both satellite remote sensing and communication. Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, has made a remarkable progress in building the state-of-the-art space infrastructure, such as the Indian National Satellite, that is INSAT for communication, and the Indian Remote Sensing, that is IRS satellites for Earth observation. Several socially relevant space application projects like Satellite Instructional Television Experiment, that is SITE, Training and Development Communication Channel, that is TDCC, Jabua Development Communication Project, that is JDCP, using INSAT are some of the worth mentioning projects. Finding a prospective groundwater zones to provide a drinking water in villages and providing a land and water resources development plans at watershed level using IRS has a tremendous potential. Space-based services which emanate from the satellite communication and Earth observation provide the conduit for effective delivery of information and services across the vast regions. Community-centric spatial informations, for example, georeference of land records, natural resource sites for exploiting groundwater for potable and recharge, and also incidents of wastelands having a reclamation potential, and also the watershed attributes, environment, infrastructure-related information, and alternative cropping pattern, etc., can be gathered from the space technology. Space-based systems are effective in supporting disaster management as well, and it can be at a community level, wherein the vulnerability and the risk-related information, early warning, forecast of usual or extreme weather condition can be predicted. They provide for building a resilience at the village community level. Thus, space technology should be harnessed by the local bodies to create an information base and for providing service. Now let us see the details of space technology applications for rural development in little more detail. Satellite communication and Earth observation satellites have demonstrated their capabilities to provide service relating to healthcare, education, weather, and land and water resources, land records, and agricultural advisories at the relevant community and village levels. The value-added high-resolution Earth observation images provide a community-centric, geo-referenced spatial information for management of natural resources such as land use, land cover, terrain morphology, surface water and groundwater, and soil characteristics, and also environment and infrastructure facilities. Village Resource Center programs. Village resource centers essentially are the digital connectivity centers for video conferencing and information transfers. They are basically knowledge centers, and especially they provide a health care through the INSAT. Spatial information on natural resources data, a host of information pertaining to management of natural resources and socio-economic relevance, and also facilities for primary health care services and distance education. These are the areas covered by the Village Resource Center programs. Village resource centers will catalyze rural entrepreneurship with these technologies. They will facilitate e-governance and other services of social relevance. ISRO is implementing Village Resource Center program in partnership with reputed NGOs, trusts, and other agencies, which include the government departments as well. Tele-education. Focus is on imparting vocational training at a local level, and it aims at a skill development and capacity building to catalyze livelihood support in rural areas, and also it supplements the teaching to rural children and non-formal and adult education. Telehealthcare is another important area. Thrust. In this, thrust is on both preventive and curative healthcare at primary level. The telemedicine system at Village Resource Centers consists of customized medical software. It has a certain medical diagnostic instruments. With the help of local doctors or paramedical experts and also medical consultations, counseling is provided to the villagers from specialty hospitals. Healthcare awareness is also a major activity of VRCs, that is Village Resource Centers. Now let us see land and water resource management through the space technology. Information on land and water resources are extracted from satellite images, and they are organized in a geographical information system, that is GIS, and they are provided to the villagers through the Village Resource Centers. The local farmers avail the support of the skilled and trained personnel managing the Village Resource Centers. They also utilize this information for better management of their land resources. Then there are interactive advisory services. Village Resource Centers also facilitate interactions between the local people and experts, and it is provided at the knowledge centers, agricultural universities, technical institutions, etc. And it is on a wide range of subjects such as alternative cropping systems, optimization of agricultural inputs like seeds, water, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, and also producer-oriented marketing opportunities, crop insurance, etc. Telefishery. In this we will see the role of space technology in the fisheries development. Village resource centers, again, which are located at the coastal tracts, are being provided with near real-time information on satellites, which derive information on potential fishing zones and information on pertaining to inland fisheries, aquaculture, etc. And such information is also provided through VRCs, is very relevant. Then comes the e-governance services. In this, the services include information and guidance to the local people on village-oriented governmental schemes that are being proposed or are being implemented. And these could be on agriculture, poverty alleviation, rural employment, social safety nets and other basic entitlements, and also on animal husbandry and livestock related, microfinance related issues, etc. Weather services. Short, medium and long-term weather forecasts at local level, and also agro-meteorology advisory services are being enabled through the space technology. Satellite communication. Satellite communication has the ability to simultaneously reach the large population and which are spread over vast distances, and they inherently are a very powerful tool to support the development of education and training. Examples of satellite communication are Satellite Instructional Television Experiment, that is SITE, SIT, CADA Communication Project, Jhabua Development Communication Project, Training and Development Communication Channels. All these have been carried out through the satellites. Teleeducation. The teleeducation program was launched by ISRO, and it is serviced by the exclusive satellite EduSat-1, and it is primarily intended for school, college and higher levels of education, and it supports both curricula-based as well as vocational-based education. Many important institutions such as the IGNOU, UGC, IITs, and many state education departments and universities are making use of the EduSat network. Presently, more than 34,500 classrooms are in the EduSat network, and out of which 3,400 are interactive terminals. Satellites can establish the connectivity between the urban educational institutions as well, and they have adequate infrastructure imparting a quality education and large number of rural and semi-urban educational institutions. Such educational institutions are those who lack in necessary infrastructure. The satellite system can facilitate the dissemination of knowledge to the rural and remote population about important aspects like health, hygiene, and personality development, and allow professionals to update their knowledge base as well. Thus, in spite of limited trained and skilled teachers, the aspirations of growing student population at all levels can be met through the concept of teleeducation. Now let us see the role of space technology in the telemedicine. Satellite communication technology combined with information technology provides a technological means of taking the benefits of the advances in the medical sciences to large sections of people who are spread out in remote and inaccessible villages. Telemedicine is a confluence of communication technology, information technology, and also biomedical engineering and medical science. Through a telemedicine system, which consists of a simple computer with communication systems, the medical images and other information pertaining to the patients can be sent to the specialist doctors either in advance or in real-time basis through the satellite links in the form of digital data packets. These packets are received at the specialist centers, and ISRO's telemedicine network enables many poor rural villagers who were denied earlier with a quality medical services, and they will get the best of medical services available in the country. As of now, 320 remote district medical colleges, mobile hospitals have been connected to 57 super specialty hospitals in different cities through ISRO's satellites. There are telemedicine units who have medical equipments along with telemedicine hardwares, softwares, and also VSAT systems mounted in a bus or a van, and they established a mobile telemedicine centers at any place. Under mobile teleophthalmology, rural eye camps can be conducted, and the rural population can undergo eye screening for cataract, glaucoma, and diabetic retinopathy. Under community health program, mobile telemedicine units are very useful, and not only for the disease prevention but also for the health promotion. And it is in terms of running awareness camps and teaching hygienic practices. One of the major advantages of the telemedicine technology has been the saving of cost and effort to the rural patients, as they are not required to travel long distances for obtaining consultation and treatment. Now, the role of space technology in the disaster management support system. India is one of the most disaster-prone countries in the world, and it has an increasing vulnerability to cyclones, floods, landslides, droughts, and earthquakes, etc. The Disaster Management Support Program of ISRO provides a timely support and services from aerospace systems, both imaging and communications, and it is towards the efficient management of the disasters in the country. The Disaster Management Support Program of ISRO addresses disasters such as flood, cyclone, and drought, and also forest fire, landslides, and earthquake. It provides emergency communication for disaster management activities. ISRO has set up a satellite-based virtual private network, which links the National Control Room at the Ministry of Home Affairs and important national agencies, and also key government offices in Delhi and the control rooms of 22 multi-hazard prone states of the country. Further, ISRO has developed and deployed portable satellite phones and also INSAT-based disaster alert transmitter systems, which is meant for the fishermen. There is also a cyclone warning dissemination system and a digital disaster warning system in disaster-prone areas. Now let us see some details of remote sensing applications. Remote sensing has enabled a mapping, studying, monitoring, and management of various resources like agriculture, forestry, geology, water, ocean, etc. It has further enabled monitoring of environment and thereby helping in the conservation, and India has its own satellites like Indian Remote Sensing Satellite. There is a IRS series, that is ResourceSat, CartoSat, OceanSat, etc. And they provide a required data which are important projects such as groundwater prospects mapping under drinking water mission, forecasting agricultural output using space, agrometeorology and land-based observations, forest cover and type mapping, grassland mapping, biodiversity characterizations, snow and glacier studies, land use cover mapping, and also coastal studies, coral and mangrove studies, also wasteland mapping, etc. The information generated by a large number of projects have been used by various departments such as industries and others for different purposes like development planning, monitoring, conservation, etc. Country has realized the potential and capability of remote sensing, and also the geographical information system which provides for the cost and time-effective resource database. Therefore, the Planning Commission and the Ministry of Panchayati Raj and Ministry of Rural Development have proposed to prepare a district resource atlases using remote sensing technologies. Now, the geographical information system techniques strengthen the various aspects of decentralized district level planning through a coordinated approach.